Hello everyone, my name is Aditya Chauhan and today we will talk about importance of current affair, how current affair is important for your UPSC journey and how it is to be covered, what rules and what strategy to follow and what to avoid. So basically first, let's look at what is current affair. Current affair is nothing but recent events unfolding around you. जो भी आपकी सराउंडिंग में हो रहा है, जो कि जियोपॉलिटिकल, इंटरनेशनल, नेशनल एंड इकोनॉमिक सिग्निफिकेंस का है, वो कंप्राइज करता है करंट अफेयर. Current affair is different from just reading news. Current affair involves reading news and applying analysis on it so that you can merge these current affair topic with your GS topic. So therefore, current affair is nothing but recent unfolding around you, and current affair is considered backbone in this UPSC journey. Why is it considered backbone in this UPSC journey? Because it is being asked in all three formats, that is your prelim, main and interview in various capacity. We have seen last year alone 23 questions out of current affairs, and UPSC has followed a different kind of approach for asking current affair. In the subsequent slide, we will provide you a detailed roadmap and strategy how to cover current affairs, how to basically go about reading the sources and what to do and what not to do. So basically, let's look at why current affairs is considered very important. Basically, like I already stated, it is considered backbone. Why? Because it is asked in all three states, basically stages of the exam, prelim, mains and interview. Plus, current affair plays a very significant role, which is lesser talked about, which is enrichment of answers by virtue of providing real world example. Let's say you're writing a 12 marker or a 15 marker question. There you require to substantiate your answer with certain real world example. Current affair plays a substantial role in providing these real world answer and enriching your answer. Thus forth, it helps you gain that extra edge over everyone else. Plus, it comprises of 25 to 30% weightage standalone in prelims. We have seen UPSC asking current affairs in two forms. That is, UPSC will ask you standalone current affairs in form of this wildlife sanctuary was located where. We have seen where is the tiger density amongst the wildlife sanctuary given below is the largest, which species and which report, India's rank, so on and so forth. Plus recent advent is called layering. Layering means UPSC has started to ask current affairs plus GS, meaning by which they started to ask the application of current affairs in your UPSC prelims directly, and in this application they will merge certain GS topics and the current affair related to this topic and ask you in a statement wise question or in any other match the following or any other format. Thus forth, we know now why current affairs is important, because it comprises around 25 to 30% in prelims alone. It has been asked in all three stages, and plus it helps you supplement your answers. So now let's look forward that what is to be covered and what is to be left out. Now let's look at the common problems aspirants face. So common problems that every aspirant face is too many sources for current affairs, devoting too much time for current affairs. Many people devoting many years in this journey for preparation of UPSC come forth and tell that majority of their time is spent on collection of current affairs, then reading that current affairs and then summarizing current affairs. This is a very common mistake that people and aspirant face. So firstly, too many sources always create confusion. Always and every time too many sources will create confusion. In the upcoming slides, we'll talk about the sources also. But narrow down your sources. Always keep short sources, single source and multiple revision. Second problem that people face or the aspirant face is reading but not retaining. Meaning by which you have a very short span of retaining things because of your exposure to blue light, because of exposure to multimedia. Today our retention span has been reduced, and because of that we only read but are not able to retain. Either we only retain the fact part or the concept part, both of which have to be retained together for you to have a holistic learning of current affairs. Next problem is not linking with syllabus. This is the most common problem. Most of us read current affairs as a separate subject, meaning by which हम करंट अफेयर पढ़ेंगे, कोई मंथली मैगजीन पढ़ेंगे, न्यूज़पेपर पढ़ेंगे, तो हम उसको एक अलग से सब्जेक्ट के तौर पे पढ़ते हैं. दैट टाइम भी अलग से उसके लिए डिवोट होता है, दैट इज वेरी वेल. परंतु उसे अलग से सब्जेक्ट की तरह ट्रीट करने से हम वो लिंक नहीं एस्टैब्लिश कर पाते कि वो जो लिंक जरूरी है that can help you in your journey, that link with the GS subject. For example, if you are reading budget, that is to be linked with economics. If you are reading, let's say, places in news, that is to be linked with geography or world geography. So this link is very important. Thus, current affair acts as a supplement. Current affairs act as a supplement to your UPSC journey. It will supplement your UPSC journey. It will help you cross that hurdle. However, if you make it the mainstay of your preparation, you will find yourself in trouble. Next problem, no revision strategy. आप करंट अफेयर के कलेक्टर बन पाते हैं, ना कि आप बेसिकली करंट अफेयर को रिवाइज कर पाते हैं. बस आप करंट अफेयर कलेक्ट कर पाते हैं सालों साल, साल दर साल, एंड बिकॉज ऑफ दैट यू हैव अ लॉट ऑफ करंट अफेयर स्टैगर्ड इन अ स्टैगर्ड फॉर्मेट. आपके पास टाइम ही नहीं बचता कि आप करंट अफेयर को होलिस्टिकली रिवाइज कर पाए. So in the upcoming slides, we'll talk about how to revise, what are the basically mitigation strategies, and क्या आपको इन प्रॉब्लम्स को मिटिगेट करने के लिए करना चाहिए. नेक्स्ट इज इंफॉर्मेशन ओवरलोड. नाउ इंफॉर्मेशन ओवरलोड इज ऑल्सो लिंक्ड टू आवर डिजिटल एज. आज आप इंटरनेट पे जाइए, वेरियस सोर्सेज, वेरियस एप्स, वेरियस things provide you multiple inputs, multiple sources. That creates a sense of brain fog. All of this helps you in basically clogging up your memory. तो इसकी वजह से ये कॉमन प्रॉब्लम्स है जो एस्पिरेंट्स फेस करते हैं basically. Next are sources for current affairs. So the first problem that we assessed was too many sources. Now keep your sources short. सोर्सेज शॉर्ट का मतलब है बेसिकली आप अपने सोर्सेज को दो पार्ट में डिवाइड कर सकते हैं. एक पार्ट है प्राइमरी सोर्स ऑफ करंट अफेयर्स. दैट कैन बी न्यूज़पेपर्स, पीआईबी और एनी अदर फॉर्म. एनी अदर फॉर्म मतलब कोई मंथली मैगजीन जिस पे आप ट्रस्ट करते हैं. सो प्राइमरी सोर्स आर पीआईबी, न्यूज़पेपर. सेकेंडरी सोर्स कैन बी योजना, कुरुक्षेत्र, दीज काइंड ऑफ मैगजीन्स, प्लस एनी मंथली कंपाइलेशन और बेसिकली ईयरली और क्वार्टरली कंपाइलेशन. ठीक है. करंट अफेयर को बेसिकली करने के लिए सोर्सेस के लिए 3-4 सोर्सेस से ज्यादा आपको नहीं होने चाहिए. ये भी बहुत सोर्स है. अगर आप एक न्यूज़पेपर और एक मैगजीन से कवर रहे हैं करंट अफेयर कवर, दैट विल बी गुड इनफ. एड ऑन टॉप ऑफ दैट अगर आप इस पे पीआईबी का सोर्स लगा दें, दैट इज इनफ फॉर योर करंट अफेयर जर्नी. मोर देन दैट विल ऑलवेज क्रिएट क्लॉग, will always create bulkiness and आप उसे नहीं कवर कर पाएंगे टाइम पे. ठीक है. स्टिक टू लिमिटेड एंड रिलायबल सोर्सेज. लिमिटेड सोर्सेज न्यूज़पेपर कौन सा है? कोई भी न्यूज़पेपर ले लीजिए, आप हिंदू ले लीजिए, आप एक्सप्रेस ले लीजिए, कोई भी स्टैंडर्ड न्यूज़पेपर. विल टॉक अबाउट सोर्सेज ऑल्सो. पीआईबी वी हैव सीन इन द प्रीवियस अटेम्प्ट्स दैट पीआईबी एंड प्रेस इंफॉर्मेशन ब्यूरो के जो सिनॉप्सिस होते हैं या जो हाईलाइट्स होती है, समराइजेशन होती है, वहां से कभी कभार और मैक्सिमम पिछले 5-6 अटेम्प्ट में क्वेश्चंस आए हैं. सो पीआईबी हैज आल्सो गेन्ड प्रोमिनेंस. नेक्स्ट वी हैव इज व्हाट टू रीड इन न्यूज़पेपर. सिंस द प्राइमरी सोर्स इज न्यूज़पेपर, वी नीड टू असेस क्या पढ़ना है न्यूज़पेपर में और क्या नहीं पढ़ना है. फर्स्टली न्यूज़पेपर में यू हैव टू नैरो डाउन कौन सा न्यूज़पेपर आपने फॉलो करना है. प्लीज फॉलो स्टैंडर्ड न्यूज़पेपर. स्टैंडर्ड न्यूज़पेपर मतलब एक्सप्रेस और योर हिंदू, है ना. अदर देन दैट आई वुड नॉट सजेस्ट कि आप 2 न्यूज़पेपर पढ़िए. फॉलो एटलीस्ट वन ऑफ दीज न्यूज़पेपर यू फॉलो, है ना. एंड देन व्हाट टू रीड इन दीज न्यूज़पेपर. अवॉइड एनी सेंसेशनल थीम, अवॉइड एनी एंटरटेनमेंट थीम. These mostly will not be asked or is not asked in your paper. So avoid basically your sensational and political gossip, crime and entertainment. These are not to be basically read. What is to be read? Basically Government scheme and policy. Government scheme policy. I'll give you a common example. Recently, we changed the nomenclature of Manrega to VBG Ramji. Now, what a parliamentarian is saying about it, what XYZ editor is saying about it is not important for us. What is important for us for this preparation is what is VBG Ramji? How is it different from Manrega? Why is it launched? What is the background of Manrega? What was the shortfalls of Manrega and why VBG Ramji has been brought? And what are the key concerns of your against VBG Ramji? So these are to be read. This kind of your detailed analysis or attention to detail is needed while reading newspaper. Then in the economy session, mostly it is factual part. Factual part, CPI has gone up, this has gone up. Read about basics of economics. Basics of economics मतलब monetary policy कैसी follow कर रहा है RBI, है ना? Is it following a relaxed monetary policy? Is it following a tight monetary policy? What kind of policy in economy is following? In budget, what new scheme has come about? These kind of issue. In international relations, avoid sensational themes. Sensational themes is certain attack that has happened. Link international relation with geography and your polity. That will help you understand international relations to be read from newspaper. Next is environment and science. This is very important for your prelims as well as main, more so for prelims. Many such questions. Here you have to read species, national parks, wildlife sanctuaries and Ramsar sites and your conventions. Conventions meaning by which COP31, COP30, agenda of COP31, theme of COP31. So all these things have to be read. Alright, in environment. You don't have to read about during land mining what has happened, during XYZ what has happened. So these things are not important. Important is your cause and effect in environment. Cause and effect, that is to be read. Next, let's say that you have a Supreme Court judgment that is in news. Recently, Sabarimala is in news. So regarding Sabarimala, your Article 21, Article 19 and its manifestation in form of religion, religion versus dharma. These kind of debates are to be read. What A party is saying, what B party is saying, that is not important for us. Moving on, we need to read about how newspaper is to be read in a smart way. Partly I have told you about this in the previous lecture. You don't need to read everything. Adding on top of that, don't go reading cover to cover. You can skip, like I previously said, that don't read cover to cover. Newspaper is not a story book. It is basically an observation. Then focus on why and impact. Like I previously told, why certain thing is in news and what impact will have. Then linking with GS syllabus, editorials are of utmost importance. I would suggest that you read first the entirety of newspaper, leaving the editorial aside. Meaning by which आप पूरी newspaper को पढ़िए, पहले national news, then state वाली news, then your international, then skipping the editorial, moving to the economy, sports, and then when you have covered it, when you covered the newspaper according to you, leaving certain section, read editorial at the last or start with editorial, because editorial A are time consuming and B, it requires your utmost attention. You will have 3 to 4 editorials in each newspaper, whatever newspaper you follow. Of the 3 to 4, 2 will be of contemporary issue, 2 might be related to certain foregone issues. पिछले कुछ issues हैं, कुछ global issues हैं, कुछ philosophical issue हैं, उनसे related है. 4 diverging issues है, उनके बारे में है. तो आप editorial को बाद में भी, आप पूरा न्यूज़पेपर पढ़ने के बाद अलग से उसको पढ़िए. As you keep on reading newspaper over a period of time, it will take time. Initially 40 minutes, more than 40 minutes, then 30 minutes. It will take time. Yes, but as you go on reading, आप speed read की habit develop करेंगे, so you can go through your newspaper. Next, last thing is make short notes. Short notes are very important. Don't go on replicating the entire newspaper in your notes as it is, line per line. Don't use fillers. Keywords को pick करना है, keywords को अपने short notes में लिखना है. पूरा का पूरा newspaper फिर से नहीं छापना है ना? That is already been done at the printing stage. You need to make short, precise notes with the help of keywords and link with GS subject. So if you have a news of international relation, link it with your geography and polity. Next, since I said note making, so how notes are to be made? You know, note making in current affair is slightly different than what note making is in your normal GS subject. Why? Because like I said, most people do a mistake of following current affairs, you know, diligently throughout the year, but they only follow then current affairs. They are not able to focus on GS subject. To avoid that mistake, what you need to basically do in current affair note making, you need to have a structured and short note making process. Structured and short note making process. How do you do that? Firstly, focus on what. What means key facts. So let's say VBG Ramji is in news. Let's say any scheme is in news. So what is this scheme about? Shanti bill is in news. What is this scheme about? Shanti bill. What is this bill about? 131 amendment bill is in news. So what is that bill related to? In short and crisp form. Then why is this in news? This is your background. This is your background. Small, crisp 2 point. Why is this in news? Understanding the reason for coverage. Why is this in news and background are somewhat similar. Why is this in news? It might be in news because of XYZ reason. It might be in news because of cause and impact. है ना? जैसे VBG Ramji is in news because it replaced Manrega. So why in news and background are somewhat similar. Then it is in news. What impact will it have? This talks about dimension. यहां पे आपने डायमेंशन लिखनी है. किसी भी न्यूज की क्या इंपैक्ट होगा आपके ऊपर, सोसाइटी पे क्या इंपैक्ट होगा, इकोनॉमी पे क्या इंपैक्ट होगा, तो ये इंपैक्ट आपने शॉर्ट फॉर्म में लिखना है. और लास्टली वे फॉरवर्ड. ठीक है, यू कैन यूज डिजिटल टूल्स, है ना, वन नोट. टुडे यू हैव XYZ टूल्स on your fingertips. You can use any of those tools. All right. Good note making also helps in your better answer writing. So basically, like what is in news? I've given you an example. G20 presidency. Why news? India's G20 presidency has brought background. G20 group के बारे में impact and way forward. So that covers your entirety of G20. All right. Then next, linking with static syllabus. This is the most important part of your current affairs. Linking a news or a recent happening with your static subject. Static subject का मतलब है जैसे बजट की कोई खबर आई है ना, बजट की कोई खबर आई है तो उसको आपने लिंक करना है किसके साथ? इकोनॉमी के साथ. सुप्रीम कोर्ट की कोई जजमेंट आई है, लिंक इट विद पॉलिटी, है ना. सबरीमाला पे जजमेंट आएगी तो फ्रीडम ऑफ रिलीजन आपके उसको इंपैक्ट करेगी, आर्टिकल 21 को इंपैक्ट करेगी, आर्टिकल 19 को इंपैक्ट करेगी. एंड देन क्लाइमेट इशू है, एनवायरमेंट से रिलेटेड है, COP 31. तो COP 31 कॉप्स UNFCCC के बारे में आपको पता होना चाहिए. यू मस्ट बी वेल वर्स अबाउट UNFCCC. दिस इज योर फैक्ट पार्ट एंड दिस इज योर कंसेप्ट पार्ट एंड दिस इज योर फैक्ट पार्ट. यूपीएससी जो है वो स्टैटिक प्लस करंट की कॉम्बिनेशन पूछती है. नाउ व्हाट इज दिस? Why am I saying linking with your subject? Because UPSC follows layering. Layering like we have already done. कि 23 क्वेश्चंस पिछली बार करंट अफेयर से आए थे. ये जो 23 क्वेश्चन थे ये स्टैंड अलोन जिसमें सीधा सीधा पूछा गया था व्हाट, व्हेन, हाउ. और कुछ क्वेश्चन जो है वो आपके जीएस सब्जेक्ट से पेयर्ड थे. लेट्स से दे आर टॉकिंग अबाउट यूएनएफसीसी. यूएनएफसीसी के ऊपर 2 स्टेटमेंट दे देंगे एंड तीसरी स्टेटमेंट वो देंगे आपको जो रिसेंट हैपनिंग हुई. दिस इज कॉल्ड लेयरिंग. तो यूपीएससी ऑलवेज फॉलोज लेयरिंग. तो अगर आप लिंक नहीं करोगे स्टैटिक सब्जेक्ट के साथ, यू विल नॉट बी एबल टू अटेम्प्ट सर्टन क्वेश्चंस विच आर आस्किंग यू concept plus static, concept plus your basically factual part. You might not be able to answer those questions. You will find it very difficult. Therefore, linking is very important with your GS subject. Next, we have daily, weekly, monthly plan. Now we have done that we have to read newspaper, what is current affairs, why current affairs is important, then newspaper reading, note making. Now is the execution part. Always remember, current affairs is a supplement to your UPSC journey. Meaning by which current affair आपके GS subjects को supplement करता है. Don't devote entirety of your time in revising only current affairs. link it with GS subject. So henceforth, divide certain amount of time every day in revising current affair, learning current affairs, and similarly develop a strategy. So for example, I have jotted down that what shall be your daily, weekly and monthly plan for covering current affairs. Daily you should devote 30 to 45 minutes. 30 to 45 minutes might sound very small initially because 30-45 minutes might be required for just reading newspaper. But as you go on with your journey, newspaper reading, speed read की habit develop होगी, so you might be able to read newspaper in a short time, 15-20 minutes. Then in the remaining time, make notes. Initially, if you want, you can devote 1 hour or max 1.5 hours, no issues. But as you go through your journey, you might come down to this time. 30 to this is the optimum time each day that you have to devote to current affair. That is newspaper reading and your own note making. Weekly, revise your notes, that recent happenings that have transpired in the world. Revise those on a weekly basis and update your notes. Certain things that you might have missed, certain things that have just transpired. So add to your notes, and then monthly you will have certain magazine that will bring out the monthly compilation. Revise that monthly compilation while reading your newspaper. Devote time on a monthly basis in week 4 for covering your basically monthly magazine. Each monthly magazine requires certain number of time. तो जब मंथली मैगजीन आती है ऑब्वियसली आपका टाइम ड्यूरेशन डेली का थोड़ा बढ़ जाएगा. आपको मंथली के भी कुछ टॉपिक्स कवर करने हैं, बट ऑलरेडी आपके नोट्स बने हैं तो आपको पता है कि कौन सी चीजें मैंने मंथली मैगजीन से पढ़नी है. सो मंथली मैगजीन विल कॉम्प्लीमेंट योर नोट मेकिंग. नेक्स्ट इज रिवाइज, रिटेन एंड परफॉर्म. रिवाइज वीकली, retain in the form of by revision, है ना, and plus adding on top of that revision through monthly magazine. Perform in the form of solving MCQ after you have covered all weeks, week 1 to week 4 of your monthly coverage of your current affair. After that, take your own self assessment in the form of test, in form of MCQ. Various free MCQs are available. You can then cover the reading pattern, the learning pattern through here. Next is your approach. How are current affairs different from prelims and basically your mains? Prelims और mains में क्या फर्क है current affairs का? Basically in prelims, you will have fact dominant, certain fact dominant current affairs, meaning by which, what, when, how, percentage. India's export to the world are 3%. India's nuclear energy contributes 2.93% of its total energy output. So this is a fact dominant, alright. Whereas in the mains, they will ask you cause and effect kind of current affairs, meaning by which कोई amendment आई है, क्यों आई है, उसका क्या effect होगा society पे. Alright, that is very important. So for prelims, focus on facts related to schemes, report, data, and practice MCQs related to these facts. Plus, time management is very important in prelims. Focus on your speed and accuracy. Whereas in mains, you have to do analysis, cause, effect, impact, and way forward or solution. You have to use current affairs as examples. Using current affairs as example will always enrich your answer and help you in getting and fetching more marks. Last is, it helps in structured answers. With the help of current affair, you can form a structured answers in your mains. Alright. So basically that is the importance of current affairs in prelims and in mains. Next we have a revision strategy. Revision strategy. Alright. This is the most important part of your journey in current affairs. Why is it this important? Because this is different from most GS subjects. Most GS subjects, like in history, you have a chronology that you follow. In polity, you will have concepts that you follow. Similarly in economics, in science. Whereas current affairs might seem staggered Staggered matlab it might not make sense if you're not following a proper process. If you're following the previous mentioned process, then the revision strategy becomes important. You know what to revise. So basically, you need to differentiate between preparation and performance. And how do you differentiate that? When you have revised multiple times. जब आपके notes बने हैं, आपने वो notes को enrich किया है through monthly magazine, you have taken MCQ test, so then you are well versed with the subject matter and you revise those notes multiple times. तो वो आपके preconceived knowledge में, आपके long term memory में वो basically they are being stored. Then next, when you have daily, weekly and monthly cycles, you need short gaps for basically recall and long gap for retention. Basically what it means, आपको जब आपका ये daily, weekly और monthly का cycle चलेगा, आप ज्यादा better retention रख पाओगे, subject matter पे ज्यादा better command आप कर पाओगे, you'll have better examples. Plus short notes and compilation, what it does is, it does not make your notes bulky. You will not have bulkiness. Do not do the mistake of copying entirety of your newspaper in one place. Then you're replicating the newspaper. Like I before mentioned, make short notes using keywords. And basically, you have to focus on retention, not reading. Don't just go through the pages. Try and remember what was the core issue, why you have written this keyword, what this keyword relates to on your own. When you have covered a current affair, when you have written a notes, I would suggest that for few seconds, you keep your page, you keep your copy aside and try to retain and recall what you have written and see if that matches to what you have written. If not, then revise again. This is a very grilling process, but it must be followed by everyone if you want to succeed. Next we have is your mistakes to avoid. Like I said, mistakes to avoid, multiple sources नहीं follow करना है, bulky notes नहीं बनाने हैं, don't avoid revision and your last minute preparation, meaning by which last minute preparation is what I mean here is current affair जो है basically आपको 1 से 1.5 साल तक का follow करना है for UPSC. 1 से 1.5 साल का current affair आपको follow करना है for UPSC examination. एग्जाम में इससे पीछे का भी पूछा गया है, बट स्टैंडर्ड प्रैक्टिस ये है कि 1 से 1.5 साल का. लास्ट मोमेंट का मतलब है एग्जाम में जा रहे हो आप, सो यू नीड अ कट ऑफ डेट कि मैंने कब तक का करंट अफेयर करना है. ऐसा नहीं कि आप एग्जाम में जा रहे हो उस दिन भी आप करंट अफेयर के नोट्स बना रहे हो, उस दिन भी पढ़ रहे हो. डोंट मेक दिस मिस्टेक ऑफ लास्ट मिनट प्रिपरेशन. लास्ट मिनट प्रिपरेशन ऑल्सो मीन्स दैट आपने मंथली, आपने वीकली, डेली, वीकली का साइकिल नहीं फॉलो किया. व्हाट यू आर डूइंग इज करंट अफेयर के लिए अब प्रीलिम के लिए 1 मंथ बचा है, अब मैं पूरे 12 महीने का या 1.5 साल का करंट अफेयर पढ़ूंगा. दैट इज नॉट फीजिबल, दैट इज नॉट एडवाइजेबल. यू माइट हियर सर्टन चैप, सर्टन पीपल, सर्टन भैया टेलिंग यू कि आप मैंने तो लास्ट में ही पढ़ा था, हो जाता है उससे. माइट वर्क फॉर हिम. फॉर एन एवरेज एस्पिरेंट दिस विल बी अ डिजास्टर. यू विल मेस अप योर अटेम्प्ट. व्हाई? क्योंकि ऐसे में लॉन्ग टर्म रिटेंशन रख पाना, जब आप 1 महीने में 12 महीने का करंट अफेयर पढ़ोगे, सो लॉन्ग टर्म में चीजें रिटेन कर पाना, लिंक कर पाना बहुत मुश्किल होता. ठीक है, सो डोंट डू दिस मिस्टेक. नेक्स्ट वी हैव इज योर रोल ऑफ प्रैक्टिस. व्हाई इज प्रैक्टिस वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट? बेसिकली प्रैक्टिस टेल्स यू योर शॉर्टकमिंग्स, व्हाट आर योर गैप्स in your note making. Gaps क्या हैं आपके basically in your preparation strategy, in your attention to detail. Current affair is nothing but your attention to detail plus contemporary knowledge. That is your current affair. Entire ball game ही यही है, contemporary knowledge plus attention to detail. So उसमें आप कैसे अपनी skill को of attention to detail को कैसे check करते हो? By solving PYQs. Understanding the pattern of asking questions. Like I gave you an example कि stand alone current affairs और layered current affair के फॉर्म में आपसे सवाल पूछे जा रहे हैं. stand alone current affair आ रहे हैं environment में, which species is this, which species is that, IUCN status क्या है, कहां पे हुआ. These kind of question are also time and time again asked, but mostly layering के क्वेश्चन पूछे जा रहे हैं, एप्लीकेशन बेस्ड क्वेश्चन पूछे जा रहे हैं. उसके लिए अगर आपने लिंक नहीं किया करंट अफेयर का जीएस सब्जेक्ट से और प्रैक्टिस नहीं की एमसीक्यू की, ताकि आपको थीम पता चले कि करंट अफेयर कहां से, कौन सी थीम से पूछा जा रहा है, यू विल फॉल शॉर्ट. देन attempt mock test. Any mock test you can attempt. Once you have completed your journey of covering current affairs, you must attempt आपका mock test. Then practice answer writing. This is a lesser known topic but a very important topic for your current affair. How do you use current affair in example in your mains? How is that different? जब तक आप आंसर नहीं लिखेंगे तब तक आपको पता नहीं चलेगा कि करंट अफेयर की इंपॉर्टेंस मेंस में और वैसे ही इंपॉर्टेंस इंटरव्यू में भी होती है. ज्यादातर इंटरव्यूज आप देखेंगे वो करंट अफेयर डोमिनेंट होते हैं. तो अगर आप आंसर नहीं लिखेंगे, आंसर राइटिंग नहीं प्रैक्टिस करेंगे तो आपको करंट अफेयर्स का यूज करना और आपको आंसर को स्ट्रक्चर करना नहीं आएगा. देन again I've talked about this part, using current affairs as example. Last part, conclusion. We need to have basically a daily routine. I made out a small daily routine for you for current affair coverage. It might vary from person to person. All right, don't stick by just this. Make your own daily routine to add on top of that. I made a daily routine based on someone who's been preparing for, let's say, or just started preparing, let's just say, what he might face. He must read 30 minutes of newspaper, any newspaper. 30 मिनट लगने चाहिए आपको न्यूज़पेपर पढ़ने के लिए. लेट्स से 30 to 45 minutes initially in reading newspaper. If you follow erstwhile policy, आप कवर टू कवर न्यूज़पेपर नहीं पढ़ रहे हो, आपको पता है क्या पढ़ना है, कैसे पढ़ना है, क्या क्या चीजें स्किप करनी है. पहले मैंने न्यूज़पेपर पढ़ना है, फिर मैंने बाद में एडिटोरियल पढ़ना है. So that will narrow down your time to 30 minutes. All right, and read actively. Actively मतलब focus on analysis and key point. Don't go by just reading and turning pages. Understand what is being talked about. Ask questions from yourself. आपको अपने आप से पूछना चाहिए अगर ये न्यूज में आया है तो किस तरह से एग्जामिनर मेरे से सवाल पूछ सकता है. नेक्स्ट 15 minutes. Let's say somebody writes slow 15 to 20 minutes. All right, or 30 minutes in note making. Then when you revise, similarly 15 minutes for your revision and attempt a weekly test. There are many portals which give you a weekly test. Similarly, this is to be done for week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. Most current affair magazine come in 1st to 10. मतलब आपके जो नेक्स्ट मंथ है उसके वीक 1 पे करंट अफेयर की मैगजीन आएगी जो कि ये सारा कवर किया होगा. उसमें आप अपने नोट्स से फिर मैच करिए करंट अफेयर की मैगजीन में क्या आया, पिक ऑन टॉपिक, add on certain things which are required, and mostly that will be good enough for you. In concluding part, I must say that you all must be consistent. All right, consistency is the key to success in this journey. And secondly, keep your sources limited. I have pressed upon this topic that your sources should be limited. One newspaper plus one current affair magazine and PIB summary. This is an occasional occurrence. All right, PIB summary, somebody follows Kurukshetra or Yojana. All right, you can do this. This is good enough for current affair for UPSC. All right, other sources are also important. Certain videos regarding environment you can add on top of that, but these three are your traditional sources. Keep your sources limited. Do not go beyond this single newspaper. तीन न्यूज़पेपर पढ़ने की जरूरत नहीं है कि आप नेशनल न्यूज एक से पढ़ रहे हैं, इकोनॉमी एक से पढ़ रहे हैं, इंटरनेशनल एक से पढ़ रहे हैं. Please kindly don't do that. That is a waste of time. And keep your notes crisp, short. All right, and do not replicate the entirety of news. Next is focus on understanding. Understand the concept. This also means that आपको करंट अफेयर जब आप पढ़ रहे हो इनिशियली तो प्रॉब्लम आएगी क्योंकि आपने सब्जेक्ट मैटर नहीं पढ़ा. Once you go through your GS subject, then that current affair and newspaper and the magazine will start to make much more sense to you. So importance has to be paid on GS. Don't just go about cramming things. Understanding is very important. Developing understanding helps you develop analysis skill. एनालाइज करने की स्किल आती है समझने से. यू कैनॉट गो अबाउट क्रैमिंग एवरीथिंग, स्पेशली करंट अफेयर. यू विल फॉल शॉर्ट. एंड लास्टली, रिवाइज अगेन एंड अगेन. देयर इज ओनली वन गुरु मंत्र, दैट इज रिविजन इज द की टू सक्सेस. देयर इज नो वन दैट हैज सक्सीडेड इन दिस एंडेवर without revising the entirety of syllabus multiple times. Go on revising entirety of syllabus. All right, don't fall prey to all these things that किसी ने newspaper नहीं पढ़ा, किसी ने ये नहीं पढ़ा, I have not read. Might work for them, but for an average student, this is very important to follow newspaper religiously. It develops a sense of contemporary awareness to follow a monthly magazine, and to revise time and time again. That will help you in your UPSC journey. And always remember, current affair acts as a supplement to your UPSC journey. Don't make your UPSC journey only about current affairs. That is a mistake everyone does. So boys and girls, I hope you learned about how to cover current affairs, what is current affairs, and why is it important. Thank you so much.